Dear students, welcome to another lecture in Industrial Engineering and Quality Control. The chapter that we are studying now is Quality Control. So, we saw some of the definitions and some more today let us see one more definition, maintainability. Now, maintainability means it is something connected with maintenance. You see, if you can do the maintenance, that means it has that product or that machine has maintainability. So, how do you define maintainability? Maintainability is defined as the probability that a product will be restored to its original effectiveness within the given period when maintenance action is performed in accordance with the prescribed procedure. That means what? If there is a machine, or you take an automobile, a car, or anything like that, if you say the life is 15 years and suppose due to some reason it is not in working condition, but if you do some repair work, some maintenance work as it should be done, that means in the prescribed procedure, if you can restore it back to working condition, to the effective working condition, effective operation, if you can bring it, then we will say that it has maintainability. Okay. Sometimes we will say, oh, this is condemned, we cannot repair it, we cannot do anything about it, that's all, it should be sold for scrap. You have to sell it to the scrap dealer, and he will give you according to the kgs of the metal that you are giving. Okay, that means what? It has no maintainability. Okay, maintenance action is nothing but the prescribed operative procedure to correct an equipment failure when the equipment fails to operate. Suppose there is an equipment that is not operating. Okay, and now when we are saying what is maintenance action, you see, maintenance action is that operating procedure which corrects that failed equipment and brings it into operation. Whatever is needed for correcting that fault is the maintenance action. So maintenance is carried out at or near the place of use, where repair or replacement of failed part or product can be easily done. You see, normally it is done wherever it is there. Maintenance means you do it wherever that machine is situated. Okay, and replacement of failed part, if any small part has failed in that whole assembly, then that is replaced, and that machine is brought into operation. Okay. Now next let us see cost of quality. Now cost of quality, this is defined as the cost we incur, or the money the expenditure incurred in carrying out quality activities to fulfill quality needs of the customers. You see, when you are making any machine, you can make the machine without bothering to measure any dimension and without doing anything on the way. Okay, but if the customer wants a quality product, his quality needs are to be met, then we have to check at every stage whether according to the design specifications the manufacturing is proceeding or not. You see, if you don't check, what is the guarantee that it will turn out to be something which can be used and which the customer will like and he will buy, spend money and buy. You see, at every stage, if we check, then we will have a control over the quality. Okay, now what all money we are spending for this, whether in the form of tools, equipments, or inspectors, or the quality department as such, all the inspections that we are doing, everything that we are spending for the quality, that becomes the cost of quality. Okay, now cost of quality includes, here a detailed list is given what all is included. If they are starting from market research, see, if you want to do market research, it will cost money because we have to send people, you have to get the people to meet the customers, and you have to discover, you have to find the needs of the customers. And if you are sending people, they won't come freely. You have to pay them wages, you have to pay them salaries. Okay, so market research costs. Some people give the market, they outsource market research, they won't do in their company. There are certain companies which are specifically doing the market research work, only that you have to pay them the money that they are asking and they will do the market research and give. Anyway, in whichever way you see, there is a cost involved, you have to spend money. So cost of quality is starting from there, the market research costs. Then after the customer's needs are known, then we do product research and development. You have to see which is that product, how your product should be, how you should design it and everything, how you should create, so that the customer, whatever he is wanting, you are able to provide to him. Okay, so this product research and development also costs. Okay, it costs my people also, maybe some software and other things, and it can be sometimes other things also. Okay, so product research and development also costs. Then design cost of translating the product concepts into specifications. Now design engineer, what he does, he makes the specifications. What is vaguely in the mind of the customer, he puts it on the paper and brings to some specifications. So there is design engineer, he is bringing the specifications. To bring to that level, there is a design cost involved. Then after the after the product is designed and the specifications are set, then what you have to manufacture. For manufacturing, you plan manufacturing. That means cost of manufacturing planning is involved in order to meet the quality specifications. Okay, all this. Then cost of inspection. See, quality means at various stages you will be doing inspecting whether these specifications are being met or not. Okay, you have to do inspection, it will cost. Then cost of quality assurance, then cost of processing consumer complaints, field service, and such other functions to improve quality. See, all these come under quality. The equipment of this thing, inspection and everything, this comes under cost of inspection. Okay, next let us see another term, value of quality. Now the company is rewarded by having quality, higher quality, good quality. What are you gaining? The company is rewarded by capturing higher. the company is rewarded by higher share of market. Higher share of market means what? For example, in India, 100 tractors are sold. Your company, say Mahindra and Mahindra, is the market leader. Suppose, I don't know exactly what is the present condition now, but okay, let us assume that they are selling some 37 tractors out of 100. Okay, this one company, and it is a market leader. That means what? All its competitors are selling lesser than 36, 37, and they are in place either second place, third place, fourth place, like that. So if Mahindra and Mahindra are selling tractors for 37% market share they are having, and they are the market leaders. Others may be, so many other companies are there. Some may be having 20%, 15%, 10%, 5%, 8%, whatever. Those so many other companies will come afterwards. So the market leader, see how much is the market share. If your company's product quality is good, okay, you are going to capture higher share of the market, and then lesser complaints from the customers, and firmer prices. See, if your quality is good, you need not be bargaining. No bargaining. You see, no bargaining. You say, yeah, you have to give this much money. No reduction. Even then, people buy because they know that you have good quality. Okay, if quality of products is extremely good, then the product is said to have certain value. Okay, value of quality can be defined as the direct or the indirect returns gained by the company due to the implemented missions of quality control. So if the company has paid more attention to quality control, and because of that, what benefits they are getting? Direct benefits they are getting, and indirect benefits also they are getting. Directly, monetary benefits they will get higher sales and other things. Indirect, also so many other benefits they will get, like goodwill of the customers, brand reputation, and other things. Okay, now the value of quality comprises of these two things: value inherent in design, and second is value inherent in conformance to that design. We saw yesterday quality of design and quality of conformance. Again, the same things are repeated here. Now, value inherent design. If your design is good, excellent, okay, and if it is very good, then the design, in that there is value. And then in conformance, that means how far you are able to meet those specifications set by the design. Okay, if that is there, if you are able to meet the specifications, then there is value also in your conformance to that design. Okay, value inherent design is usually called as grade. Now, grade is the variation in specifications amongst the competitive products of other companies giving same functional use. See, for the same use, if you go to the market, you will find a number of companies selling the same thing, but some will have higher grade, some will have lower grade. How? Depending upon the design specifications, the close tolerances that they are maintaining. Examples of grades: it can be in appearance, in reliability, in interchangeability, in performance, in maintainability, etc. Okay, next let us see about the benefits of value of quality. What will be the benefits? Now, direct benefits, indirect benefits that we said. Direct benefits is increase in sales volume. Sales volume is the quantity of sales. that will increase. You will be going up in your sales chart. Then saving due to increased production. You see, production, you see, normally we have something called as fixed costs and variable costs. Fixed costs, no, that will be fixed, depending, it doesn't depend upon how many products you are making, but variable cost will change according to how many products you are making. So if the more products you make, the lesser will be the cost of producing those things. So therefore, if you are selling more, that means what? There is saving, because you are producing more. Okay. Then reduction in scrap, because your quality is good, therefore now scrap produced is less. And the reworking cost, when rework means, something you have made, but sometime something is not correct, not right, and you have to rework, you have to again set it on the machine, and you have to again do a little bit of work on that, then that is called rework. In this also, normally people spend money if they are not maintaining good quality, so that cost also will be reduced. So these are the direct benefits. The first major benefit is the first one, increase in sales volume. Okay, then the second and third also are direct benefits. Now indirect benefits are the reputation of the manufacturer. The reputation in the market will increase. The moment somebody says that name, I'll say, oh, that's a very good company, that's a reputed company. You see, one more thing, if you're not maintaining good quality, what happens is, even for the sales, the retailers, to keep your products in their shops also, you have to push the market, push the products onto them. In somehow you say, oh, you just keep our product. You need not give money now. We will take. You give us after 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months. They called it a side. For how many days you'll give side? Okay, you see, if sub quality, substandard quality of products you are having, then you have to beg the retailer to keep your products in the shops. But if you are having a good reputation, okay, they will be asking, please give us, please give us. They will be asking. Okay, and also you need not, you have to say first, you can say, you first pay the entire amount and then we will deliver you the goods. You see, you will be in a demanding position, commanding position, not in requesting, begging position. Okay, see, that is because of the quality that you are maintaining, the reputation of the manufacturer, the goodwill of the customer. Customer will have goodwill, psychological stability due to increased sale. Now, no, we will not be wondering whether, okay, this month we are working, we don't know next month whether our company will be working or not. That instability will be taken away. You have psychological stability. Okay, you see, if you think of companies like Tata or this Mahindra and or Suzuki, and these companies, they are there for so many years. Are they thinking that, oh, maybe next month we may be out of production, next month we may have to lay off our workers because we may not be producing the things? Are they thinking like that? No. Okay, so this is the psychological stability is there for the owners of the company, for the managers of the company, for the workers also. And then security of job among workers also is there. Okay, next. Now let us discuss something about optimum quality of design. Optimum, yesterday I was telling, optimum means a kind of compromises come. Okay, optimum means best suiting. Best suiting means some give and some. some give and some take is there. That means there is a compromise here. Now let us see what it is. Optimum quality of design is called as the balance between cost of quality and value of quality. You see, now there is a chart here. In this chart, on x-axis we have taken quality of design, and y-axis cost in rupees. Okay, now there are two curves that are drawn. One is for value of quality, the other is cost of quality. You see, they are plotted like this. Now, data collected during market survey, such as expected sale of product, the profit, competition in the market, etc., is to design the component or the product which will meet the needs of the customers or consumers. But it is not necessary that a company should produce 100% quality products. That means, products having extremely high quality, because more the quality expected, more will be the production cost. Then the cost will skyrocket, and then customer will say, no, I don't want that. If it is so costly, I don't want it else. Therefore, what you have to do, aim of the company should be, what you should aim as a company, to produce products which will meet requirements of the consumer at a lower cost. You see, now there are three stages given here, 3 points. Quality of design, this is first quality of design, this is second quality of design, this is third quality of design. Okay, so if you want this quality of design, first quality of design, okay, see, it will cost you, on this graph, whatever, this much money it will cost, this many rupees it will cost, and the value of quality, this will be the value of that quality. Okay, now if the quality of design is this 0.2 here, then this will be the cost of quality and this will be the value of quality. Suppose till now you are producing first quality of design shown by this first point. Then now you think of increasing your quality of design to the second point. Now what happens? See, from here to here the cost is increased, this much is increased. What is increased? C1, by the cost is increased by something called as C1, but at the same time, how much value is increased? This much is increased. From here to here, V1 is increased. Now which is bigger? C1 is cost is bigger or value is bigger? C1 is bigger or V1 is bigger? Now you can see that V1 is bigger. That means what? Oh, if you are increasing your quality from 0.1 to 0.2, still you are gaining, because for a little extra spending that you are doing, little extra cost for quality you are doing, you are getting more value of quality. But suppose if you increase to 0.3, now here you see earlier it was here, now when we came to 3 it is here. Now this is the cost of quality, and value has not increased so much, value only little has increased, but the cost is increased much. So that means what? If you increase to 0.3, for a little bit of extra quality you have to spend a lot of money, the cost of quality is more, you have to spend more money. So see, going from 2 to 3 is not worth, because we are spending more and getting back less. So what we can conclude is, this is the optimum point. Which one? Point number 2 is the optimum. Okay, see, like that we can conclude. See that the same thing is shown here in this table. Now refer the figure that's shown in the previous slide. Now the action is quality of design improvement from 1 to 2. Now increase in cost is C1 and increase in value is V1. Now V1 is greater than C1. That means what? The gains or returns are more than the expenditure incurred for improving the quality. Therefore, improvement in quality of design from 1 to 2 is profitable. Yeah, this is profitable. Whereas in the second case from 2 to 3, because the increase in cost is much more and the increase in value is much less, that means V2 is less than C2. That means what? Gains or returns are less than the expenditure incurred. Gains are less compared to the expenditures incurred for improving the design. Therefore, improvement in quality of design beyond point 2 is unprofitable or uneconomical. That's what we are saying. Therefore, the point 2 shows the optimum quality of design and gives maximum profit. So optimum means what? There is a balance. We are striking a balance. Okay. Next, let us talk about elements of cost of quality. Now, cost of quality can be defined as the cost of carrying out the quality functions so as to meet the quality needs of the consumer. Okay, now cost of quality can be categorized into these three: cost of prevention, cost of appraisal, and cost of failure. Now, cost of prevention. See, by the name itself, what it says: cost of prevention, something you have to prevent. For that, you are incurring some cost. That is cost of prevention. So it is defined as, cost of prevention is defined as the expenditure or the money incurred in carrying out the quality activities in order to prevent production defects or to prevent defective parts production. So if you don't want to produce defective parts, see, what is that expenditure you have to put to for the quality activities? That is the cost of prevention. What is the target? We should not make any defective part. For that, you know how much you are spending on quality. That is the cost of prevention. Now, this is what we spend to ensure that no faulty work is produced. You see, actually, no, all our quality is like this. Defective piece should not be produced. Defective should not be produced. See, this is the most. It is the cost of quality control in its widest sense. Now, cost of prevention includes cost of quality planning. See, your quality planning you are doing, that is cost of market research, product development, and all these things. Then cost of quality control, that means cost associated with the implementing the quality plans, inspection and everything. Then cost of quality engineering, technical and supervisory costs for preventing and recurring defects. Then cost of investigation, analysis and correction of causes of defects by quality control department. All these costs are included in the cost of prevention. Now, cost of appraisal. Now, cost of appraisal, this is defined as the expenditure incurred in carrying out the quality activities such as measuring. Now, appraisal means what? This measuring is coming into picture now. Measuring the dimensions or some other way you measure the quality, in whatever way you measure. Measuring, evaluating or auditing the products, components and purchased material. Okay, this is the cost of appraisal. See, you're measuring, evaluating, auditing the products or components, and even the raw material which are purchased, those things you are measuring and evaluating whether they are of sufficient quality or not, as required, as we place the order, we got it or not, we have to check. you know See, all these things come under cost of appraisal. In other words, it is the cost of evaluating quality and identifying and separating non-conforming parts. Now when you do what happens, some of the things turn out to be good things, some of the things are not meeting the standards. Now you have to segregate them, you have to separate them, you have to say this is conforming parts, this is not conforming parts, so these are accepted, these are rejected, you have to make. Okay, see, all those things come under all those costs come under cost of appraisal. Cost of appraisals include receiving parts inspection. Receiving means raw material you're receiving into the company. Receiving parts inspection. In process parts. In process means all the semi-finished goods in various stages. And finally, finished parts inspection. Is it raw material, in process, and finally finished products inspection. After finishing also, finally you have to inspect, okay, whether the specifications are correct. Then cost of maintaining accuracy of setup for inspection. Even the setup that you are using for inspections, that also you have to do the maintenance. Otherwise the accuracy will deteriorate. And also there is something called as calibration. Maintenance, you have to do calibration. From time to time you have to do. Why? Because see, the measuring instruments will lose its sensitiveness after some days. So in some of these testing laboratories and other things, every 3 years or something, you have to get calibration from a certified calibrating laboratory. Okay, now review of test and processing of inspection data, then quality audit, all these come under cost of appraisal. Okay, now cost of failure. Now we have seen cost of appraisal. Now let us see cost of failure or cost of rework or repair. Now cost of failure, this is defined as the cost of all products and services which fail to comply with their specifications and drawings. If you are making the thing and you find out that it didn't meet the specification, so this is a rejected thing, this is a failed component, so much money is lost. You see, the raw material cost is gone, the labor cost and other things that are spent upon it, the machine, the machining cost, all these things have become waste. Okay, cost of failure also is called as cost of rework and repair. Sometimes they can be reworked and repaired, but it's not always like that. Some of the things can't be redeemed. You cannot redeem them by reworking and repair. So cost of failure, I think, it will be the better name than cost of rework and repair. Anyway, cost of failure can be classified as cost of internal failure and cost of external failure. Now cost of internal failure. Internal means within the company. Okay, so the internal failure cost is the cost associated with defective products. You see, you are not sent to the consumer. The parts, products or components or materials, whatever, you have not sent them. You found them that they are defective, and there itself now you have kept them only to be sold as a scrap. Okay, these things failed to meet the quality requirements, thereby increasing the manufacturing losses. And this internal failure includes cost associated with the scrap, because so much of scrap is generated, because the cost of material and labor charges, these are all wasted. Then cost of rework and repair, suppose it can be redeemed, you have to do you have to convert the defective parts into non-defective parts. For that you have to spend money, that cost. Then cost of re-inspecting and retesting the repaired items. If suppose something could be repaired and you have to re-inspect, retest, so that also cost is coming. All these things are involved in the internal failure. Even though this has not left the company, it has not gone to the consumer, but still we are incurring this cost. Next is cost of external failure. That means it has external means outside. Now outside the company it has gone. See, the cost of external failure consists of costs incurred due to delivery of defective items to the consumer. Now you have sent it. Sometimes you through this online marketing, from Amazon or Flipkart, you get something, and as soon as you get you say, oh, something is wrong with this and we will return. Okay, you see, now there is a cost. Will it simply come and go? You see, it's packing cost, transportation cost. Transportation means courier charges and other things are included. So this external failure, cost of external failure, this cost includes cost of processing complaints from the consumer. Now you have to receive the complaints from the consumer, and you have to be you have to customer care, they have to be answering. So customer is spending money. Okay, suppose if a customer spends half an hour with this, and with the customer care person spends half an hour with this customer, then what? Half an hour of according to the man hours of that person, so much money is gone. Okay, then cost of inspecting and repairing defective items returned by consumers. Sometimes you have to repair them, and before that you may be inspecting them. All those costs are also coming for the external cost of external failure. And cost of replacing, suppose that cannot be repaired, or your policy is that you replace and give in place of the defective parts, so that replacing cost also is there. All these costs are external costs. Okay, these are costs of external failure. Now next, let us come to inspection. Now this word inspection says, now we should not confuse between quality control and inspection. Quality control is a little broader term, and in that inspection is, we are only talking about, what are we talking about? Let us see here. The definition says the act of checking of materials, products and components of products at various stages of manufacturing. When you are manufacturing the product at various stages, you will be checking the dimensions. Okay, those checking or dimensions or specifications, you can say. When you are checking the specifications, see, this checking is called as the inspection. See, only this is inspection, but quality control is much broader compared to the inspection. Now inspection includes three activities. What are they? Interpretation of specifications. The specifications which are set by the design engineer, those should be interpreted. That means those should be understood by this quality control inspector. How much they are saying. Is it 50 plus or minus 0.002 or 001 or 01, or what is it? They have to interpret properly. That interpretation of the specifications is the first part, first activity. Second activity is the measurement of the product. Now you will take some vernier caliper or something and do actual measurement. You will say this is so many mm. And then once you have done that, the third activity will be Now the third activity will be comparing the specifications and the measured values. Say compare 1 and 2 to check whether the product conforms to prescribed standards or not. Okay, so these are the three stages. You have to interpret the specifications, you have to measure and you have to say whether it is passed or failed. That means you are doing a comparison. Okay. Now inspection involves checking of the material, product and components of the product at various stages with reference to specifications. And second is detecting and sorting out defectives. You have to check if its quality check is passed, or inspection, it is inspected and found to be okay, then it goes into the accepted lot. If it is not okay, it will go to the rejected lot. You have to sort between defectives and non-defectives. So this inspection involves in that. I think, friends, today we will stop here, otherwise the video will become longer, and we will see tomorrow. Thank you.